today, from Portland, Oregon, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. Cam Newton and the Portland Lumberjacks versus Mitchell Trubisky and the Salt Lake City Elks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taking in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Five yards remain on second down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots, the big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, He can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Newton to throw. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Penny, a first down carry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the air now with Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They fake the give. Newton. Complete. Richardson has it. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Penny. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off play action, Newton. Sliding out of it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on a sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Newton. And he's got it. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Going with their tight end on 4th, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Swift. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle, Dorsett. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Cam's going to run the option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Newton with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
Oh, that's for Tebow, but intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll begin by running the option. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Now it's 2nd and 9. A handoff to Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Newton with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lumberjacks add 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a give right side Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got Green. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He'll get that into the hands of Tebow. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a toss for Swift left side. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Here's Trubisky. And the reception made by Green. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Amendola catching it left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Finding Green complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got Amendola on the connection. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Trubisky to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. To the middle, he's got Tebow. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trubisky to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Danny Amendola with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Elks have got it back to within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This is caught by Hilton. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Newton on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, here's Newton. And a catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Caught left side by Hilton. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To the air again, Newton. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trubisky will throw.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. A throw right side, that's Tebow. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue. As you can,
an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Play action. It's Newton. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Again, it's Penny. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Leaves it for Penny. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Here's Newton. In trouble, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. An even 90 yards. And the Elks are an extra point away from drawing level.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, What did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Prater on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Amendola's got it, complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Green's got it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st down, Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now back to throw. And it's caught here, Amendola. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Elks have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the 3rd quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to go, hey, we're good. We're good. 1 interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. They'll run it again with Penny. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. On 3rd down, Penny. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And after trailing at halftime, he's got his guys in the lead, 3 touchdowns. His hot play from the first half, it's continued here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's what you love to see, is that things didn't cool off at the halftime, didn't have that sense of self-satisfaction. I played a great game so far, I'm good. Continuing to play well, obviously wants to win.
Yeah, now they've turned a deficit into a lead. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And this offense on third down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Green. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. He'll get that left side. Here's Tebow. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Newton's throw into the hands of Hooper. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Newton now to throw. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Shaq Thompson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated.
All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Another try after the first down sack. Newton steps away to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They fake the give. Newton under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Shaq Thompson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He'll get that into the hands of Tebow. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Looking deep now for Amendola. Touchdown! Danny Amendola, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Elks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Prater on to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive, 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Portland's offense now about set to take over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. 7 yards, the pickup there. Throwing again on second down. Newton. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 50, Newton. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cam to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing is Newton. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Newton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now Newton. And he finds Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Newton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Throwing on second and long. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Salt Lake City, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Portland, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.